Hello and welcome to today's video. I am here in South Shropshire, currently sat on the Long Mind. I've just come up the Burway, which was a lot busier than what I prefer. For those that don't know what the Burway is, it is a really steep road with a massive drop down to the right hand side, so my side as I'm coming up. And one that's scared of heights, it's not really the best place to be driving a car in my opinion, but once you're up here it's fantastic, it's amazing. I'm going to carry on driving, get myself to the Stiperstones, get down to the bog and start today's walk. So I've arrived at the bog and I'm here at the visitor centre for the Stiperstones. So if you ever fancy I think there's a cup of tea you can get in there, a few shops, or a few bits and bobs that you can buy out of the store I think. And if I remember rightly from when I was a boy that used to come here, there's like little gemstones and all sorts of things that you can look at about the geology of this area. So yeah, let's go in. Okay, so I'm here at the bog car park and this is the start of this particular walk. I'm going to put the picture of the map in the video just about now. And that the red walk that we're going to be, the red line, is what we're going to be following today. So we're off up fairly simple, easy tarmac track, and then we'll turn off left into the nature reserve. Now the official walk tells us we have to go down this track. The experience from last time is that there is I think there's a stream that seems to run right the way through the path that we need to walk, and taking that particular part is going to be so slow going that it's not really worth doing it now. So I've walked up that path there, up this road from that direction, and we're going to head up past Manstone Rock. Now if you were taking the regular track, you'd be coming up through these trees and you would be coming back towards this way as soon as you hit the road and cross the field. And then you'd be heading off towards this way, which isn't it? Sorry, it isn't at the minute, until you get around here, and then you see Nipstone Rock. Now we're not climbing that today, but we're going to go past it and admire it. It is a beautiful rock. Beautiful. One thing I love about this place is it is so quiet. So quiet. Until you get someone like me that opens up a kitchen gate. So we'll carry on now just underneath Nipstone Rock. The path itself is fairly straightforward. It's not particularly hard going, this part. This is the warm-up before you get to the Stiperstone Ridge, but it gets the legs working, gets the heart going, and wow, Now, one thing I've done wrong today, and I know I'm going to suffer with it later, I wouldn't advise, so I've come out here without putting any sunscreen, and there's not many places out here for shade. Now, fortunately, my arms and my face are the only things that actually get to see the sun. If I brought my legs out, seriously, they would think that there was a second sun just appeared. So hopefully my arms won't suffer that much, but seriously, if you are going to go out and do a walk like this, and on a day like this, get that sun cream. You can't risk it. I'm being an idiot, I know, but I'll put some after sun on when I get home. It's not so bad when the sun's behind the clouds, but it's still that UV rays. It's a fair bit windy, which is great. It's smelly in here. Hope nobody's died in here. It does smell. So we've got this now for about 2 or 3 minutes. 5 at the most. This will open up into a big meadow, and quite an adventure, really. We'll see how we get on. So we've just come out into the open and across the field. I'll show you where we come from. Just up there, and we walked up this way, and we had a little sign here, tells us which way we go. Now if we continue that way, we head up there, straight up to Cranberry Rock, up to Manstone, and then the Devil's Chair. However, I'm looking at my skin, I don't know if you can see on there, and it's getting quite red. I'm getting quite hot. Now I've got loads of water, it's just that sun cream. So I think I've made a bit of a boo-boo. But what I'll do is I'm going to head back to the car, go and get something to eat, and then I'll come here probably Thursday now, and we'll start again. This time I'll have some sun cream with me, so we'll go and find the car. Feeling kind of gutted, to be honest. I know we had some at home, and I honestly thought that I had some sunscreen in the car, and there's nowhere to buy any from where I am. In the shade it's not so bad, it's nice and cool, you don't feel the sun, you know you're not going to get burnt. But when you're out in there in the open and it's almost 12:30, 1 o'clock, you can certainly feel it. So we are back where we left off. So instead of it being Tuesday, it's now Thursday, and I'm here right at the spot where I decided enough was enough with the sun. Now today I do have sun cream on, I've got my hat on my bag. It's a little bit cloudy today, it's a little bit cooler, so it's a lot nicer to walk in, but I've learnt my lesson. If you're gonna go out in the sun, always use sun cream. It's important, it really is. I was a bit gutted having to leave this walk the other day, but it was what it was, and my stupidity, but we're making up for it today. So I could have come straight directly here and then just started my walk, but I haven't. What I've done is I've continued from the beginning, so where you would see in this video is where I've walked, and I don't know if you can see on the camera, so far I've walked 1.28 miles, and we're where we left off. So my next port of call is I'm going to have a quick drink of water, because it is hot. I mean, as I say, it is cloudy, a bit windy, but we're still in the mid-20s. But so yeah, back on it. So I've officially entered what is known as the Stiperstones National Nature Reserve, and there's lots of different paths leading off from where I've just come. I've just come from here, and there's a blue path that goes up that way. The path we're going to be taking is this one here. This will take us directly to Cranberry Rock. On the little map here, this is where we are, and that little path that we're going to take is this one here. What we'll do is we'll be walking up here all the way past the Devil's Chair to this little crossroads here, and then we'll come down this path and then follow the path all the way back to the bog. I think it comes out here actually, and then we'll go to the car park where we are for a nice spot of tea and a cream cake, maybe. Apparently I have to say that, or say it like that when you're talking about tea and cream cake, especially in these parts. They're rather posh. Okay, my accents are really crap, but I'm going to start climbing up this little rocky path. Just down there is my biggest fear when I'm out walking. A flaming herd of cows munching away on the grass in the wilderness, waiting for me to come walking past. Well, I thought I'd recorded a little bit of it, but I'm not going back down there again just to give you a little view of the cows. But I've just literally ran past them, and as I was walking, well, I started walking, then one decided it was going to poke his head up and just look at me, and that was when I ran. I'm at this point now, it's a little bit away from Cranberry Rock, so not too far away. But my gosh, cows. I've never seen them on here, didn't expect them. I hate them. Well, I don't hate cows. I do like cows, as long as they're in the field next to me. Not when I'm out walking and enjoying myself on these trails do I expect to see a cow. They look more interested in the grass than me, so that was a plus point, that was a bonus. But I wouldn't give them, no, I wouldn't trust them. Those things will eat your leg off if you give them half a chance. And now I've calmed down, I'm going to continue up this little rocky path all the way to Cranberry Rock. Bit gutted, disappointed in myself the other day because I messed up about the sun cream. But you know, I've come back out in the aim to do this walk, complete it, and here I am. Now, one thing that does bother me about this walk, and because of this terrain, is my foot. As I mentioned in a previous video, I do have osteoarthritis in my left foot, in all the little small bones, and that does cause me a bit of grief. But like the doctor says, the more I get out, the more I walk, the better it's going to be for it. It'll keep it loose. The pain's always going to be there, but I've just got to manage it and get on with it. You know, you can't just stop because of a bit of pain, you know. Obviously exercise in moderation when you've got arthritis, but you know, walking is probably one of the best things that there is for somebody with arthritis. You can see the reeking from here as well. There's looked to be a really dark cloud there, and then again I got my sunglasses on, so it looks darker. It just in the distance there, somewhere there, is the reeking. Beautiful, beautiful place. And there is Manstone Rock. So we're almost there. We just got this awful path. This is absolutely terrible. This path is where mountain goat training really comes in handy. So if you decide to grow an extra 2 legs and become a mountain goat, this is really the place you can come and find it comfortable. Now for me, I'm doing alright on it. The footwear isn't really designed for this type of rocky outcome, but it's coping quite well. My foot, my arthritic foot, is also coping all right, although it does ache a little bit. And I know that if I stop for the next, which I am going to stop a little bit further up, and when I stop, that foot's going to really start to play havoc, and that's pretty much what happened up at Snowdon. But it doesn't feel like it did at Snowdon, and the great thing is it's a lot less colder here than it was up at Snowdon. One thing that I'm a bit worried about today, right now, is I can't really see, it's a lot darker with these on, but just over there you can see what I think is rain. I'm not looking forward, if that's rain, I'm not looking forward to it. So we're leaving Manstone Rock now, and it looks fairly grim. It looks like it's about to absolute chuck it down upon us, and I don't fancy being up here when it does, so I'm going to make more tracks over this quicker than I have. Actually, I can feel the spots of rain now, so I'm going to make my way off the Stiperstones and catch up with you in a bit. And that's the Devil's Chair. Well, I've had to drop down off the hill. We're still on the right road, the right track, and going in the right direction. But we did get hit by rain, and right now it's only gentle rain, but it's still happening. I think you can see some spots of it on the lens. Sorry, there's not much I can do about that now. Lovely little looking village down there, but So we've come past the Devil's Chair, we've come to the little crossroads, and we're now walking a bridle path. So I turn left at the crossroads, taking the bridle path now. It'll take us down into the valley, and then we can take the bridle way all the way back to the Bog Visitor Centre, where I think I'm going to grab myself a cup of tea, actually a coffee because I don't drink tea, and I think I well deserve something to eat as well. But the walk itself has been fantastic. Spoken to some great people from different places all around the country, all as far as Burton-on-Trent in Derbyshire, all the way down to Herefordshire. So, and that's one thing I like about walking, is you meet so many different people from different areas, and you learn about different walks as well from different areas that you wouldn't normally get if you were walking around a town or even sitting in your own living room. Although a random walker in your living room is going to be a cause of alarm, I reckon. But I think the storm that we've come through is passing, and everybody I've met today have all started rushing off towards the pub, which is a great place to end up. Not for me, I'm going in the opposite direction. But I'm glad I come out. I'm glad I completed what I set out to complete. I know it's not Tuesday, but it's Thursday, it is what it is. I can't help it. Although today's sun cream, when you look at the weather now, makes you think, why should I have bothered? The sun was out when we started, and the sun has gone in when we finish. So rain's picking up. I'm going to put the camera back so it stays nice and dry, and I'll see you in a short while, hopefully at the visitor centre. I'll see you shortly. So I'm back at the car, just packing up, putting my normal shoes back on. Excellent to put them back on my feet, so I'll sew better. But we made it. It took us about 3 hours, which wasn't too bad actually, and that was with all the stopping and the chatting and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, all in all, really good walk. 5 miles in total, according to the according to Map My Fitness. It was 5 miles, and also I made my 10,000 steps as well on the old Fitbit. So yeah, fantastic as well. So really good achievement. So for me now, I think it's time for me to head off to the bog, to the visitor centre, and get myself a cup of tea and a cheeky little piece of cake. If you like the video, please click like. If not, then that's fine. If you're new to the videos, please subscribe for more content like this, and I promise you I am trying to get them better. I've got some new editing software, and hopefully we can get these into a little bit more of a proper production is what I'm after. So, but thanks for watching, hope you've enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next one. I'm not quite sure where that'll be, but you'll be coming along with me too.